This is the Vostro, the Dell Vostro 1500. This is an old laptop that I used to use. It is no longer supported by Windows. I can't run Windows 10 on this without having driver issues. So I decided to run Linux on it. It is now running Archlinux. There you have it. When it came out, it ran Vista, Windows Vista, and the processor is the Intel Core 2 Duo. Well, back in the days, it used to be fast running Windows Vista. At one point I thought about throwing it away, but then Linux came along and I said instead of throwing it away I could run Linux, and I decided to run Archlinux. Let me boot it up so that you can see. Press the power button. There you are. That's the BIOS. Grub. This Dell Vostro is running off of 2 gigs of DDR2 memory. So you have to be patient with it. Grub is now loading the operating system. Now that's the greeter, light DM greeter. Let me put in my password. There you are. My password is now entered. Now it's supposed to load a Mate desktop. This is Archlinux with a Mate desktop. Now the reason why I chose Archlinux and the Mate desktop is because it uses less resources. You know, this computer is pretty old. And this is Vanilla Arch. I installed it by using the Arch wiki. This is pure Vanilla Arch. Let me go to application, down to internet. I installed Chromium and Firefox, but I mostly use Firefox. Let me open Firefox. There you are. That was pretty fast for 2 gigs of DDR RAM. Let me open Facebook. Okay, that's Facebook. Just for demonstrational purpose. Move the slider. As you can see, that's pretty good, isn't it? Open this back. Okay. Let me log out of Facebook. Come right down to log out. press the home button there. Alright, I'm back at the menu. I'll open YouTube. Let's see how fast or how smooth a video can run on this old Vostro 1500. Let me play one of these videos and see. There you are. That's moving quite fast without dropping any frames. As you can see, it is moving rather smoothly. Okay, as I said, only for demonstrational purposes. Let me close, let me get out of this home button. Close the tab. Now I'm back on the desktop. This is what a Mate desktop looks like. And this is Archlinux. So if you're wondering what to do with your older computer that is no longer supported by Windows, you can try a Linux distribution. This is Office. This is the LibreOffice suite. And here you have sound and video, a Sonder CD Ripper, Audacity, Brasero, and Kdenlive, VLC. Let's open Kdenlive. That's a video editor that I use sometime. Version 20.04.3. Kdenlive. Let me open this full screen. Voila. So this is Kdenlive. This is what the interface looks like. Close that and come out of it. Alright, this is the specs. I did a research on it. So you see the processor, 2.2 gigahertz processor, 2 gigabytes of DDR2 memory, graphics NVIDIA GeForce 8600 GT, 256 megabytes, storage 160 gigabyte. Okay, so that's the specs of the Vostro Dell 1500, and today it is running Archlinux very smooth. Yeah. Looking at it from different angles. Those are the images. Here I am back on the desktop. Here I have some files. Let me go through System, Places, Application, System Tools, Gparted, HTOP, Mate Terminal, Terminator Terminal. I prefer the Terminator Terminal. This is what it looks like. By the way, this is a terminal that I use to install everything. I use it to upgrade the system. It is more faster than the graphical user interface. Let me go through System, Mate. This is what the Mate terminal looks like, although I prefer to use the Terminator terminal. If you're using Linux, it is good if you know how to use a terminal, because it is faster and it uses less resources. Movies, clips, some of my folders, desktop. The reason why I use the plain Mate desktop is because this computer is very slow, and Mate uses less CPU cycle. Overall, it uses less resources. Application, system tools, system shutdown. This is how you shut it down. Here are some choices. I'll shut it down so that you can see. Now the computer is shut down. Hop back again. Application, sound, system tools, terminal. Now this is another way to shut it down through the terminal. Just type power off and press enter, and there you go. So you have two ways to shut down a system, either through the terminal or the standard way. Mate, I mean, you could customize this and make it look a little bit more modern, but I decided to use the plain Mate desktop for resources purpose. System, I just like the Mate desktop. G parted, H top, Mate terminal, Terminator. If you use Linux, using the terminal will be more faster, because it doesn't use a graphical interface to install software. So it is faster. Applications, system tools, Mate terminal, let's get out of this. Okay, these are my files. As I said, I use this computer to do almost everything. Movies, I even use it to do a little video editing. So this is a Vostro 1500, manufactured by Dell. Dell Vostro 1500. This computer is pretty old, but it still has life thanks to Linux. Now here's another Linux computer that I own. This one is running Mint 19, and it has a Cinnamon desktop. This is a Cinnamon desktop. I'm not going to take you through it all today, maybe some other time. But this is Mint. It is Debian based. There you have it. I use Linux most of the time. Most of my computers are Linux. Yep. That doesn't say I don't own a Windows computer. Here's another Dell. This is a i5, a Core i5. This particular Dell is running Windows 10. I use it sometimes, but my main computers are the Linux computers, and those are Archlinux and Mint. Dell Precision 2800. So this is my Windows computer. Hello friends, my name is David Lee. I hope that video has been educational to you. If it has, just give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.